From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander.
March 20th, business, corporate, and community leaders come together at the Indiana Convention Center for the annual Minority Achievers Awards and Scholars Gala. It's not only an annual fundraiser, it's also a chance to acknowledge culturally and linguistically diverse students and their accomplishments, their successes, if you will.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com. This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities Success Story.
We have what's called a Minority Achievers and Scholars Gala, which will take place on March the 20th. And again, the genius of Henry Bundles in saying we not only want to cultivate talent, but we think one of the ways that a community can cultivate and outspread talent and grow talent is by actually elevating and celebrating talent. Let people know of the accomplishments of African Americans and the minorities that are taking place, especially accomplishments that are taking place against the odds. If you can actually elevate them, esteem them, encourage them to keep going further, but then that recognition also then catches the eyes of observers. And observers have a chance to say, well, I didn't think that was possible. And now I'm inspired to achieve. I'm inspired to go and get my bachelor's degree. I'm inspired to go and get my graduate degree and my doctorate degree. I'm inspired to become a physician. And so you have this incubation of talent by lifting up talent. If you celebrate talent, you uplift talent, then you outspread talent. But then I think it's also neat at this Achievers and Scholars Gala because you're in one space. There's the opportunity to not just recognize African American and minority professionals who've excelled in their life's work, but in the same venue at the same time, you're actually recognizing CLD alumni, high school young people who have thrived in the classroom, who have excelled in scholarship. And in the same venue, you actually see this multi-generational incubator of excellence. And so it's really neat to see these students getting scholarships with 4-year values of $80,000, $200,000, $400,000, and then these accomplished professionals all in one space. And so this is what we have an opportunity to do, and not just celebrate them, but as I was saying earlier, when you see that type of inspiration, the type of moving messages, the accomplishments, young people, older people, it creates an environment that I think we really want to riff off of and actually try to spread that environment to try to inspire more people in our community to take that path and pursue that path of achievement and excellence. The work of the Center for Leadership Development is, I always say we always want to put the charity back in charity. And for us, charity means not just providing an exceptional youth development learning experience, but it means providing these exceptional learning experiences where the price point is not an obstacle to participation. What that means for us, for example, that in our 13-week in-depth leadership program for high school 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, our families are assessed a fee, a participation fee of $25. That 13-week program for every young person who participates, it costs the Center for Leadership Development about $500. And so we are always looking for donors, sponsors, corporations to support our program because they're actually underwriting the true cost for us to allow young people to participate in these outstanding programs. We have an Achievers Gala that's coming up on March the 20th. Again, the sponsorships from those events, once we have paid for the cost to host the Achievers Gala, any net from the gala actually goes towards underwriting the cost of our programs, our tutoring services, and of course we're always looking not just for sponsors and contributors, but we're always looking for volunteers who want to actually help us tutor, help us provide counseling to young people, help us in actually facilitating or leading some of the programs that we offer. We would love to have volunteers to support our mission. Anytime there's an opportunity to get young people into a space where there is enriching learning taking place, where there are nuggets being dropped, we like to call ourselves successologists. And a part of building success is cultivating an environment around success, but then helping young people understand the character of success, the values of success, the habits of success, the behavior and conduct of success, and helping them understand how these characters and behaviors and values actually then result in the outcome of success. And that's a lot of what successology is all about. And so we have these environments here where young people have a chance to see, to practice, to learn how to study better, to learn better techniques for speaking, to learn how to research careers. All that is happening, and all that is gratifying to me because you actually see the results, you see the fruit. But at the same time, it gives us hope for what then other communities can do who are actually crying out for similar programs. So when you see programs that not only work and are having the impact on young people, it gives you hope and confidence that there are other communities who are also crying out for quality programs where they don't have it. Well, because of some of the work that CLD has done over 48 years, perhaps there's another community who could benefit without having to have a 48-year runway. Maybe there are some things they can learn from what Henry Bundles and Helen Baker have put in place that have benefited me and could benefit other people, not just in the city, but perhaps other people around the country.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.